Hey, Gertie. Hi, Gertie Birdie. Was it a rainy day today? It's cold, huh? Oh, you're so cute. Hey, what's clucking, peeps? I'm Georgiana. Welcome to Hairy Tail Farm. This cool weather today is reminding me that a nice whole grain that never goes out of season is oatmeal. So let's get inside and get cooking some delicious oatmeal that is super healthy. But is it? Because it's so delicious. I've got 3 different recipes. Let's go get cooking. Okay, today we're going to do 3 different, very fun, decadent overnight oats that are super healthy. So I'm going to do for two today because I can only eat so much at a time. I usually do in bigger containers, so I can make at least 2, anywhere from 2 to 4 servings at a time. So I when I wake up in the morning, it's ready to go. I don't do measurements here. You don't really have to. You're going to go for your own consistency. As we all know, everybody likes their own consistency of oatmeal. So I'm going to start with about a cup of oats in each one. I add chia seeds loaded with extra nutrition, protein, a whole bunch of stuff. I'll put some stats up on the screen. I just pour in a decent amount, a few tablespoons, probably, well, it's like a quarter cup worth. The base is the same for all of my, well, these 3 oats. I mean, you can change them up. I'm going to put some Truvia in each. It's a sweet tooth, but that's why it has less sugar, which is cool. So the first one, which is my main go-to all the time, is going to be the blueberry cream. It's not really cream. I always use soy milk. I avoid milk as much as possible. I save my dairy for cheese and yogurt. I'm going to put at least like a cup and a half in. I like my oatmeal thick. If your oatmeal's too thick, you can add more milk the next morning. Thin it out, And then salt brings out the flavor, a little bit of salt. Give this a stir. And this is where I play around with it. If I think mine is too loose, I'll add a little bit more oats. I'm used to going for how much I want quantity-wise here. I'll put a little bit more in there. Chia seeds do soak up quite a bit. I'm always surprised at how thick this gets, so we'll just leave this base here. This one I'm going to do with the blueberries. It'll be blueberries and cream. I take frozen blueberries. Compared to the sad little prepackaged things that we get, call it. Any real fruit in there. This, I'm just going to polish this guy off. Load it up. Each of these is going to have a serving of fruit or vegetable in it. Yeah, I said vegetable. So, let me see. So, I like mine very fruity because that's, again, a ton of nutrition. Blueberries are so loaded. And with the blueberry one, I like to add in some walnuts if I have them. It's one of the lesser expensive nuts. Industry, please don't hear us and start raising the price. Even higher than the others, but they have such high nutritional value. So I put a little bit in there. This one I'm going to balance out a little more. Like I said, I make a lot. I want this to last for several days. I am not a morning person. There we go. Just because I have so many blueberries in there. I like it that it turns the oats blue and purple. Old school, you're not supposed to. Yeah. I don't care about that. I think it makes it pretty. It's my favorite color. But there we go. That's all there is. This is my consistency now. I know it's going to be really thick in the morning. It's super loaded with great nutritional value there. Awesome, super healthy, and super delicious. So we're gonna close that one up. The next one, see, look at how it's getting so thick already. This one is super decadent. This one is Black Forest. So this one, I'm going to add some cocoa. And I don't measure. We just want it chocolatey. Now this part you don't have to do, you know, it's a money thing. I bought this, it's a little more pricey. I'll put a link down below in the description because I get it on Amazon. But it's organic black cocoa powder. If you ever wonder how Oreos get so dark, that darkness, it's black cocoa powder. It tastes different. But I like this because it's going to give me more of that Black Forest feel. But basically, we know Black Forest cake is, you know, chocolate cake with cherries. So if you didn't have this or you can't afford to get this, it is pricier, but I swear the bag is lasting me forever. It doesn't take very much. So that's really awesome. Looks like I'm going to, especially because the cocoa powders need a little more milk. Get that mixed together some. Yeah, it's going to be good and chocolatey. And this one, I use frozen cherries. And neither of these fruits I've thawed. They can thaw out in the fridge with the oats overnight. But I've got it from back here. I've already chopped some. I like mine chopped. You could put them in whole, but this way it spreads out the cherries per bite, you know, of oatmeal. And again, put in a decent amount. We want to get a lot of fruit with our breakfast. Probably even have a little more, but I was to the end of a bag. Alrighty. So see, they're simple and that quick to put together. This is my Black Forest one. Super decadent and super healthy. And tomorrow night I will make, or in a couple nights probably, I'm gonna make the third one. We'll get to that one in a sec. But I'll show you these the next day, what they look like. Okay, and here's the Black Forest one. All ready the next day. Like I said, I like mine thick. You can always just add milk to thin yours out if you like it thinner. And here's the blueberries and cream. Now, I know I'm one of probably the weird few people that likes these cold. But all you have to do is, I think, heat them up in the microwave for like a minute. And you're ready to go. But I think there's a few other out there like me that like them cold. Yeah, it's delicious. But give it a try and enjoy. These are really yummy, decadent, and good for you. Okay, it's late at night. One of my favorite oatmeal recipes that is luxurious and delicious. I gotta get prepped for me. It's an overnight oatmeal. You could do a half cup, about a cup. I'm gonna do about a cup here. Wasn't quite a cup. There we go. I've got quick oats. I know a lot of people like the whole oats. You could use whichever ones you prefer. I like the versatility of the quick oats. And then chia seeds. I don't measure. Just pour a bunch in there. It's probably about a quarter cup. This one I'm calling Red Velvet Oatmeal. But it's good for you. And it's going to have some veg in it. I'm going to use my beetroot powder, which is going to make it red. Yum, yum. Don't eat that much. About a tablespoon, a good sized tablespoon. And we're going to do a little bit of cocoa. Not a whole ton. Don't want it too chocolatey. It's going to be more red than chocolate. We'll start with about 2 teaspoons. That I'll start stirring together. I'm going to use my Truvia. It's a sweetener. The beetroot powder adds a little bit of sweetness too. I don't really measure. When you go to eat it the next day, if you need more sweetener, you can always add more then. With like a little salt, it brings out the balance of flavor. And let's blend this up a bit. Stir it up, I mean. Get this stir together. I'm gonna add one other little thing here, just a dash. A typical red velvet cake has like a couple teaspoons of vinegar in it. I'm gonna do just a splash of balsamic. You don't have to do that. It's just what I do. And this is a very sweet vinegar. Very good for you. Okay, so there we go. See, it's nice and red. The next morning, I'm gonna make a little slightly sweet, thinned out cream cheese drizzle. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you'll give some of these oatmeals a try. And check out these other whole grain videos in my whole grain series. And let's take the whole grain challenge and everybody try to get healthier together. Goodbye. I'll see you in the next video. And here's a little outtake from Blanche. See, some don't take is going to care of their hair. Blanche. Oh, you're soaking wet. Good night, girls.